Good afternoon, students. Uh, Now in today's class, we will discuss with that attacks. What are the security attacks you have to? What are the security attacks you have to use it in network security? So here we have to use two different types of attacks. We have to use. One is the passive attacks. Second one is the active attacks. So what are the passive attacks? You could not modify the data, but only here in this type of attacks, only you have to listening the attacks, listening the information. This type of attacks are called passive attacks. So whatever the information we have to communicate it from one user to another user, that information simply. That information only we have to uh, uh, so whatever the information we have to sending from source system to destination system, that information listened by the unauthorized users. That type of attacks are simply called it as passive attacks. So generally passive attacks are represented with the interception. Interception means generally already we have to discuss the major goals of security. What are the major goals here in network security? Mainly you have to use the confidentiality, availability and integrity. So mainly these three major goals of network security. So here the confidentiality you can provide for the whatever the data you have to communicate it from the source to destination. So once the loss of confidentiality, you simply call it as interception. Loss of confidentiality, you call it as interception. Already in last class we have to discuss it, that one. So that interception, this is simply can represent it as passive attacks. So interception means generally you have to divide into two types. One is the release of message contents and second one is the traffic analysis. So passive attacks divided into two types. One is the release of message contents and traffic analysis. Second one is the active attacks. So active attacks means whatever the data you have to communicate it from the source to destination, that information modified it by the unauthorized user. That type of attacks are simply call it as active attacks. So here you can represent that is the interruption and modification and fabrication. These type of attacks are simply called as active attacks. So first one is here you can use the divide into four types. One is the muscride, and second one is the reply, and the third one is the modification, and fourth one is denial of service. These type of attacks are simply called as active attacks. So first one you can discuss with the passive attacks. Passive attacks means simply first one, here you have to sending the information Bob to Alice. So you have to sending the information from this user to username Bob to user Alice. So through you can use the communication facility like internet and other communication facility you have to use it, like you can use the fiber optic cables, any communication facility we have to use it here in between the two systems. So whenever you have to sending the information from Bob to Alice, that information or that voices are listened by the unauthorized user, that is the DAR. That is simply you can listen by that information or listen by those voice or read by the unauthorized user, that is the death. So read the contents of the message from Bob to Alice. What are the information you have to sending the conversation between the Bob and Alice? That will be read by the contents by the death. He is the unauthorized user. Only the content he has listening. Listening what is the information is in between takes place in between the Bob and Alice. Second one, this is simply call it as release of message contents. So what the information you have to sending from Bob to Alice, simply he can listen the information. He could not modify the information. Second one is the simply you can say that traffic analysis. Traffic analysis, second passive attack is traffic analysis. Whenever you have to communicating from the source to destination, so he can observe the pattern. What is the going on in what is the what's happening in between these two users? That is observe the pattern from messages from Bob to Alice. Simply here you have to see this diagram. It shows that what is the pattern continuously the data is going continuously the data is going from Bob to Alice or Alice to Bob. That pattern you can identify and so something is going on in between these two users. That's the way you have to identify the information. So this type of pattern takes place in military systems. For example, from the so where you have the checkpoints from the head office to checkpoints, continuously the data is moving, continuously calls are going on, automatically unauthorized user. So other country people will be knows something is going on in between that from this checkpoint. Like this way we have to identify. So this is these type of attacks are simply called it as passive attacks. Release of message contents, and second one is the traffic analysis. Now another way you can discuss with that active attacks. So here passive attacks simply you can represent that is the interception. So this is the loss of confidentiality. Next one, active attacks. Now we have to discuss with that active attacks. In active attacks, mainly we have to concentrate on first one is masquerade. Masquerade simply you can represent. Masquerade represents the. So here Bob could not send the message to the allies, but unauthorized user, Death will be sent the message. I am the Bob. He is the. You are getting the name. Name it a name. We are getting like Bob. That message sent by the Death only. That means unauthorized users you have to send the information to the allies without sending the Bob. Actually, the message is you could not send by the Bob, but unauthorized is sending this message. But it appears like sending by the Bob. So this type of attack is simply call it as masquerade. So here see this message, that is the messages from the Death that appears to be from Bob. So next one, replay. So this type of attacks simply can represent. So what the information you have to sending to the Bob to allies. So that information first, that is the user A sending the information to user B. So first, whatever the information sent it to the user A to user B, simply that information first captured by the another user, and he could modify that message and again send to the user B. So that type of attack is simply called as replay. So here you have to see here, capture the message from the Bob to allies. So what the message you have to sending by the Bob, that information he will capture. That means first we have to directly that message you have to send to this user. and he could modify that message and send back to the send to the allies. So later he can reply the message to allies. So this type of attack is simply called as this type of attack is simply call it as replay attack. Next one is the modification. So what is the modification? Modification means simply whenever you have to sending the same message in previously in replay attack, you could not modify. Just first you have to sending the message, same message again you have to repeat it. That is the type of attack is called replay attack. That is the second one. Third one is the modification. Similar way in this modification, similar way replay attack. But whereas here in a replay attack, two messages you have to getting. For example, user A you have to sending to the user B. Here the difference between this modification and replay attack. See here, first one Bob you have to send to the allies to the message, and the first message directly goes to the allies. That is the first message, and second message Bob to the unauthorized user you have to getting that again the unauthorized user also sending the message. Here Bob to allies you have to getting the two messages. That type of attack is called replay attack. In replay attack mainly you are getting the two messages. That means here this type of attack means for example in some cases in your mails you are getting the two messages, same messages you have to getting. But authorized user A could not send. Only he can send only one message. But you are receiving the two messages. That means this type of attacks takes place in between the you and that person. So this type of attacks is simply call it as replay attacks. So next one, this is the first one is the masquerade. Masquerade law. Actual user you could not send any message, but unauthorized user send the message to the allies. Send to you. That is that type of attack is called masquerade. And the second attack is replay. Same message you have to repeating. So first one is the sended by the Bob, and second one is the sended by the unauthorized user death. So this type of attack is called replay attack, and that means you are getting the messages, two messages, same messages you have to getting. That means that type of attack is called replay attack. And the third one is the modification. Here, whenever you have to sending the message from Bob to allies, directly it goes to the depth only. That means another directly whenever you have to the user A to user B, whenever you have to send. So that time the data directly should not go to the user A to user B. First, whenever you have to sending the message to the user A to user B, so it directly moves to the unauthorized user. That is here in this diagram you have shows the Bob and allies are authorized users. That is the unauthorized user. So directly the Bob information Bob directly the data moves to the unauthorized user, and he can modify the message. After modify the message and again send to the allies. So this type of attack is called modification. Death modifies message from Bob to allies. This type of attack is simply call it as modification attack. Next one, last one is denial of service. So denial of service means simply you can use here denial of service means here. So first whenever you want to send the user, particularly the user, you have to connect it with the server. For example, you are the people, you are the authorized user, you want to connect it with our college server. So whenever you want to connect with the college server, automatically unauthorized user disturb the service provided by the server. అంటే ఎప్పుడైతే మనం you are connecting with the college server, automatically the unauthorized users create some busy continuously the data is moving on the network. Automatically it disturbs the services provided by the college server. That type of problems we have to follow. That type of problems will be rises. That. So whenever you want to this type of attacks, whenever you have to get in, that type of service, the attacks are called denial of service. And but so always whenever you want to connect with the server, some server, college server or other servers, always you are getting the busy. So that type of attacks are called denial of service. So the authorized user you want to connect it with the server, it is not possible because of this unauthorized user. That is the death disturb the service provided by the server. So these are the 4 types of active attacks you have to use in cryptography. First one is what are the here mainly the attacks are divided into 2 types. One is the passive attacks and second one is the active attacks. First one is the passive attacks. In passive attacks again you have to divide into 2 types. One is the release of message contents. Second one is the traffic analysis. These are the passive attacks. In these attacks you could not modify any data. And second one, active attacks. In active attacks mainly in a passive attacks only listening the data, you could not modify anything. But whereas in active attacks you can modify something. That type of attacks are called simply active attacks. Mainly it is divided into 4 types. One is the masquerade, second one is the replay, and third one is the modification, and fourth one is the denial of service. So these 4 types of attacks we have to use it in cryptography. Next one, these are the passive and active attacks. Okay, clear? So then these are the attacks we have to use it in cryptography. And next one we can discuss with that services. What are the services you have to provided by the what are the services provided by the user? So here you can provide the user what are the services provided by the user while what are the services provided by the network security. So whenever you have to provide the security for the data, so you must be provide these services. That is the security services. So already you have to do what are the services principles, what are the services here you can discuss it here. So mainly these are the services provided by the security. First one already we have to discuss principles of security, confidentiality, authentication, integrity, non-repudiation, availability, access control. So all these are already you have to discuss. Confidentiality, protecting the information, simply you can call it as confidentiality. Only authorized people only you can read that information. Authentication. So authentication means simply you can identify who are connected with me. That is, you have to authorize users or unauthorized. That is simply can represent it as authentication. Integrity means only authorized people only can modify the data. That is simply you can call it as that is a modification, integrity. And fourth one is the non-repudiation. Non-repudiation means simply it only have to deny the transmission. So either receiving the message or sending the message, only authorized people only you can transmit or receive the data. That is the non-repetition. Access control. Access control means or any information you can access controlled by the target systems. This type of attack, this type of service simply can say that access control. That means access control means all the users who can access the data by the target system. Next one is availability. Availability means only authorized people only can access the data. That is simply can say that availability. So once we have to see this, these are the services provided by the system. So these are the services you have to use in network security: confidentiality, authentication, integrity, non-repudiation, access control, and availability. Already these all the services we have to discuss in last class along with the diagrams. And loss of confidentiality, you have to call it as so already these are the we have to completed the services: confidentiality and authentication, integrity, non-repudiation, access control, availability. These are simply call it as all our services we have to use in cryptography. Loss of confidentiality, simply call it as interception. Mainly we have to use it in passive attacks. And loss of simply absence of authentication, you have to call it as fabrication. And simply you can represent integrity. So simply loss of integrity is simply call it as modification. So next one is non-repudiation, that is simply can represent it as denial of service. So this is all things. This is the interruption. You have to say that this type of denial of service simply can represent it as non-repudiation. So this type of services we have to use in cryptography. Next one, next class we will continue the security mechanisms. And once you have completed the security mechanisms, then we start the mathematical cryptography. So mathematical cryptography means completely what are the techniques you have to use. That is the what type of operations you have to use it in cryptography. So first one is the types of operations. Operations you have to use. Those operations are, first one is the substitution operation, and second one is the transposition operation. Substitution operation, how The characters you have to substitute it while you have to transmitting the data. And the second one, the second case is the transposition. Transposition means rearranging the same data. That is simply called as transposition. We will continue in that mathematical cryptography. Okay, up to now, what are the basic terms in these 4 classes we have to complete it? What are the basic terms you have to use in cryptography? That is the first case. Second one is what type of what are the basic goals of the cryptography, and what type of attacks we are getting in cryptography? That is the passive and active attacks. And what are the services provided by the security? So these are the things we have to complete in these 4 classes. In the next class, we will start the security mechanisms. Once you have to complete the security mechanisms, then you start the mathematical cryptography. So what type of operations we have to use in cryptography? That is substitution and transposition. So in substitution techniques, we have to use the Caesar cipher method and mod integer arithmetic. So what are the techniques we have to use? Those all we have to discuss in next class. And once you have to see, for example, let us see here. See here, these are the encryption techniques you have to use in mathematical cryptography. That is, the first one is the substitution techniques. Second one is the transposition technique. So in substitution techniques means here you have to see, this is the plain text. For example, pay more money. So here, that is the message you want to send to the source to destination. Here, let us see here. I want to send this message. I want to send this message to the destination user. So how to convert this plain text to ciphertext by using the substitution technique like Caesar cipher method. So for example, P. So here I want to use the mod 3. So mod 3 technique I want to use, and so here in the place of P, I want to replace the character. After P, 3 characters, what you have to get in P, Q, R, S. So P, after P you are getting S. That is the after P you are getting the letter P after Q and S. P, Q, R, S. So that is the third one is S. So that P we have to replace it with the S. And the second one, What is the second character here? That is the A. So A will be replaced with that in Caesar cipher method. This one, A is replaced with the after A, B, C, D. So here I want to use the mod 3. That's the reason simply you can use after A, we have to replace it with the D. Okay. P after 3 characters, we have to use P, Q, R, S. Third character S avutundi. So that's the reason in the place of P, I want to replace with the S. Next one, A is replaced with the D. So A after B, C, D. Third character is D. Next, similar way, Y. After Y, X, Y, Y after Z. Again repeat, A, B. Third character is B. So Y after Y, you have to Y character, you have to replace it with the B. Like this way, we have to replacing the all characters after 3 places. This type of technique is simply called as Caesar type of cipher technique. This is a substitution technique.
సార్ వంశికాల్ బర్త్డే సార్ ఈరోజు.
బర్త్డే ఓకే. We'll continue in next class. See here, this is the way substitution technique. Okay, clear? Okay, thank you. Next time come with